Hi friends, Amanda here with Unwind Flow Yoga. For today's practice, we'll be doing a restorative class that's focused on our crown chakra. When you're ready, join me on the mat, grabbing a couple props for our restorative. So we'll get started right away connecting to the cosmic consciousness that's represented by the crown chakra. And with this chakra, we've fully awakened our entire body. So we're really open to insight, awareness, and communication. And to me, when we're fully awakened in this way, we can really settle and enjoy some restorative yoga. So we're going to start our first pose here, coming right away into a restorative twist. So we'll do one side and then the other. I'm going to grab onto a block as well as a bolster. If you don't have a yoga bolster, feel free to grab some cushions to make a similar shape here. So I put my block, which is nice and thick, on its lowest setting. If you like a little bit more height, you can always make the block a little higher. And then I put my bolster on top, almost like a ramp here. If you don't have a block and a bolster, you can always just grab some pillows, roll them up, and have this flat on the floor. And then I have my yoga blanket here as an extra prop, if I would like to have that for a little bit of a pillow. So I'm going to drape this on top for now. So lining up here, my right hip a couple inches away from the bolster. Knees are nice and staggered here with my top shin, my left shin resting in the sole of the right foot. I'm going to take either side onto the bolster here, twisting the chest to square off against the bolster, really creating that twisting sensation. And then lie the body down on the bolster here, resting the head and the arms. Taking a few moments here to settle in, making any adjustments on your props, adding that yoga blanket for a little bit of support for the head if you would like it. Noticing that we have very little effort in the arms here. We want to be working towards no effort in the arms, but it might take a few moments to get there. And then once you've arrived, make the decision to land here and now. You can close the eyes if you like, no need to look at the screen. We'll stay in this exact position for a few minutes. Using this first side to connect with the breath. Moving the breath in through the nose and releasing the breath out through the nose. Notice how the body changes as you breathe in, as you breathe out. Allowing the breath to be your anchor point here. Always coming back to it if the mind wanders. As you remain here, checking into the entire body, noticing how in this pose, every aspect of the body has a role to play. If any areas are holding on or gripping or feel uncomfortable, it's going to change how you experience the pose. Giving the toes a wiggle, making sure the feet are fully relaxed. Soften the muscles of the legs. Drop the hips down towards the floor. Notice the length of the spine. Notice where you feel the sensation of twist. Can you drop the shoulders so they're a little heavier? Softening the muscles of the arms, no effort in the arm. Fingers relaxed. Feeling sensation of twist in the neck. Relaxing the jaw. Cheekbones and the eyes. Softening across the forehead. Arriving at the top of the head here and imagining the crown chakra settled a few inches above the head, represented by any image that resonates with you. Observing the body as one, topped with our crown. Notice if things feel a little bit different now than when we started our class. We're going to stay here 3 more breaths. And then when you feel ready, slowly start to re-support yourself. One hand and then the other. Gently press yourself up. And then maybe you just find a comfortable seat for a moment. Pausing here, noticing the sensation of fully integrated body. And then as you're ready, you can make your way towards your second side. I'm just gonna switch my prop so I'm still facing you, but you can face any direction that's most comfortable. And we'll begin on our left side now. We're adjusting our props so we have enough space for our pose on this side. Feeling supported by our supports, knowing that they will hold us in our twist. Once you found it, we're on the left side, left hip a few inches away from the bolster, one hand on either side. Square off the chest here, get really long, and then lay the body gently here on your left side. Bringing the left ear towards your support. And then allow the body to drop. On this side, I'm going to give you a little bit more time for silence, for introspection, for observing. Knowing that you can always come back to the breath if the mind wanders. Noticing yourself settling into your left side twist. Making any adjustments here to make this pose effortless. Our effort here is not to hold the pose, but to prepare the body, prepare the mind. As you arrive in the pose, notice how the pose does the work. You can take a few moments to do a scan through the body, making sure you've truly arrived here in this moment. And then once you've done the body scan, observing the body as one, remembering the crown sitting atop the head, recognizing it as part of your experience. We have about another minute here. This is where I'll leave you in more silence. Time to notice the full body integration of this pose. Taking your final breath on this side. And then no rush at all. Bring weight into one hand and then the other. Slowly pressing yourself up. Take a moment to pause. And then from here, we'll transition to lie back onto our support. So once again, we have a couple inches between the bolster and our hips, our tailbone. We're just gonna lie back onto our supports. This is where a pillow can be really helpful for behind the head. When you arrive, let the arms by the sides if that's comfortable, and then legs can be in a few variations, whatever is gonna let you feel restful here. So you can bend the knees, maybe the knees knock in towards each other, maybe two straight legs, perhaps even Supta Baddha Konasana. Choose somewhere where you can hold for a couple minutes that feels effortless. If you've been joining us for all of our chakra classes, you might begin to notice how a pose like this represents all of the chakras coming together, starting off with our root, feeling the hips grounded in the floor, moving to the sacrum, deep in the belly, allowing the belly to be soft, releasing any holding tension there, feeling the benefits of that internal massage from our twist, and then feeling a gentle lift of the body as you move towards our solar plexus and the heart. Feeling the heart space, our heart center open, lifted by our supports. Shoulders are dropping back to create that sense of lift. Noticing the throat area. Feeling the back of the neck long, throat is open. Knowing that in this pose you are engaging in internal listening. Tuning into the body, noticing what's happening in your experience. Observing the body through the third eye, the space between the eyes, the eyebrows. Arriving at the crown once again. Noticing the sensation of these chakras aligning, that sensation cascading across the whole body, allowing you to feel integrated, connected. Allowing you to have insight. This final pose here will be our Shavasana. So you can take the next few breaths to make any adjustments of your pose. If you chose one leg variation, maybe choosing a different one that allows you to rest completely, maybe even removing the props altogether. Lying flat on the floor. Allowing yourself to arrive here in Shavasana. We'll take a few minutes of silence here. I'll let you know when it's time to reawaken. Bringing your awareness back to this room, back into your body, back into your breath. Start by wiggling fingers and toes. Circling wrists and ankles, making any movements required to reawaken the body. And then we'll meet all together to close off our practice. Finding a comfortable seat. Take an inhale, lift the arms up. Join the palms at the top. Take the hands down through heart center and then gently touch the thumbs in towards the chest. Look slightly down towards fingertips and then take a breath in. Release the breath out. Notice the body in the seated position. Crown chakra resting on top of the head. Integrating a sense of full body awareness. Extend gratitude to yourself for taking this time. I'd like to thank you for joining me. I'll see you again soon.